Today we'll look at how to use Imprint to create a congruent shell mesh across sheet bodies. If you're starting with sheet bodies that are not mid-surfaces, Imprint facilitates congruent shell meshing by combining divide face in the idealize part with stitching in the fem. It can also put an edge in a face that does not completely divide the face. We'll start by creating our simulation files where we'll select Create Idealize part. We'll also create a solution. Now we could try to stitch without imprinting first, and in some cases we may be successful depending on what the geometry is. Here if we go to Edit Model Display, we can see our free edges are displayed in magenta and any stitched edges are displayed in cyan. So if we try to stitch, and we'll select Geometry to Stitch as both, being edges to edges as well as edges to faces, we can see that we get some edges to faces stitched, but not all of them. Here we can see the skin has not been stitched to some of the ribs, although some of the spars have. And we can also see that some of the four-way intersections between the spars and the ribs are not stitched as well. So let's go ahead and undo our stitch, and we'll go to the idealize part where we'll create our imprint. Before we can imprint though, we need an associative copy of the geometry, so we'll use promote body, and we'll promote all of the sheet bodies. Then we can imprint, and here we've selected stitch edge on in our simulation settings. This will automatically stitch the edges in the fem. We'll go ahead and run the command, and we'll see how that's done a few things. One is it's divided all of the faces so that they all have an edge in common. If the face can't be completely divided, it will imprint the edge into the face so that it can be more easily stitched in the fem. And here you can see that edge is imprinted into that face. Right, here we can see Imprint is a feature in the part navigator, so that will replay and support a CAD change, which we'll see in just a moment. Here we can see in cyan all of the edges that have been stitched and all of the faces that have been divided as well. Next we'll go ahead and put a shell mesh on all of our sheet bodies, and we'll see that we get a congruent mesh. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and make a CAD change. Here I have an expression that defines the location of one of my ribs. So here we'll go ahead and slide that rib over. This is the rib that will be moving. Next, if we go to the idealize part, we can see that our imprint command has updated. We can see all the faces that have been divided. And if we go to the fem, we can see we have a CAD change and an update pending. Here we can see the geometry is updated. We'll go ahead and update the shell mesh. And we can see we still have a congruent shell mesh. Alright, so earlier I had mentioned this is great if you have only sheet bodies. If you have a solid, it's better to mid-surface. Mid-surface will take care of the imprinting for you, and we'll take a look at how that works in this other part, which we have a solid representation of the airfoil with the spars and ribs. Here we can see it's just a single solid body. The spars, ribs, and skins have all been united into a single solid body. We'll go ahead and create our simulation files, again creating an idealize part. Go ahead and create a solution. Then we'll go to the idealize part where we'll get an associative copy of the geometry by promoting the solid body. And then we'll go ahead and midsurface. And here midsurface has simulation settings similar to Imprint, where we can tell it that we'd like to stitch all of the edges together. So here when we go to the FEM, and I'll go ahead and hide the solid representation of that airfoil, we can see that all of the ribs, skins, and spars have been stitched together. So we're ready to shell mesh. And here you can see we get a congruent shell mesh. Alright, so in the same way, if we were to make a CAD change, and we'll make the same CAD change here to our solid, we'll use that same expression that controls the location of the rib, and we'll slide it over. Here in the idealize part you can see the midsurface is updated, and in the FEM here you can see we've updated the geometry, and we just need to update our finite element model. And that's how to use Imprint to create a congruent shell mesh across sheet bodies when you don't have a midsurface.